Hey guys, I'm out here. How are you all? It's Thursday. It's been an interesting week. It's been a busy week. But you know, hey, when is my life never busy? You know. So this is one of those rare vlogs where I actually have something I want to talk about, and basically what I want to talk about is DLive and the recent announcement that PewDiePie is going to be live streaming exclusively to the DLive platform, and some of the accusations that's come across with that, or as a result of that. So PewDiePie, being like probably the biggest YouTuber on the planet, announcing he's going to a relatively new platform, he's immediately shined a spotlight on that platform, and now people are looking into it. And there's a couple of videos going around where they're basically saying this is a fraud, this is a Ponzi scheme, and basically you need to stay well away from it. Now, when you look at what a Ponzi scheme is, there are a couple of similarities. I'll say that from the back. So let me just sort of go through those right now. Basically, and I'm reading off a KB, so if you see me looking over here, this is what I'm doing. Basically, the basic premise of a Ponzi scheme is it uses newer funds to pay older investors. Newer funds are then used to pay the people that have been in this scheme for a long while. So basically, the profits and the payout is basically just the payments of the new investors. Now, why DLive is seemingly similar to this is that anytime that you lock your Lino points. Lino points is a cryptocurrency. When you lock your points, those points go into the big blockchain pot. Now, DLive, Lino, the devs, owners, own 95% of that pot. So anything new that goes in, they own 95% of it. So they're going to get 95% of the growth, basically. And all this new stuff's going in. And then when you lock your points, you get a small payout, like a lock point bonus. And basically, they're saying, well, because that's the way it works, this is nothing more than a Ponzi scheme. Now, yeah, if that's as far as you're going to go. If that's your cutoff point, then yes, fine. But let's have a quick look at a couple of other details. One, you don't have to buy Lino points. You can earn them by watching streams and by chatting. So you don't have to put any of your own money into this. So, admittedly, it's very slow. And the more you use this, so when you look at a DLive stream, on PC, not at the moment, because they've disabled it because of bots and whatnot, but on the app, when you're watching a stream, you'll have a little chest, and there'll be a little bar. And the longer you watch the stream, the bar slowly fills up. And if you chat, then the bar fills up a little bit quicker. And once that bar's filled, you can click on the chest, and you get 1 Lino point, anytime between 1 and 4 Lino points. That is coming from the blockchain. Okay? So you can earn those Lino points from the blockchain. You don't have to use your own money. But using your own money is completely, it's completely voluntary. The quickest way to get Lino points is buy it or get it donated by somebody. But the point is that there is the option to actually not use any of your own money. Ponzi schemes are completely reliant on money going in. So why would you even have an option? Okay, that's one thing. Second of all, you can cash out your Lino points anytime. You've got to get to 2,000, which is why I said to get to that point, just purely relying on the chest filling up is very, very slow. So you get between 1 and 4. So minimum, absolute minimum, you've got to hit that chest 500 times. Minimum. But most of the time, you're only going to get 1. But, you know, as I say, let's just say, argument's sake, you get 4 every time. You've still got to hit it 500 times. And each time you click on it and open the chest, the bar goes slower and slower and slower and slower. But when you get to 2,000 points, you can, if you want to, you can then cash that out via PayPal. I'm on the Discord, the DLive Discord, a lot. I have it up on my computer, on my works on my home laptop, not my works laptop. Flipping neck. If I do on my works laptop, I get fired or get a slap wrist from my team. On my home laptop. And I've got it open, and if there are any issues with people not getting their payouts, that Discord would explode, because everyone would be piling and going, oi, what the hell's going on? And there hasn't been. Now, that's not for me to say, oh yeah, there you go, that proves everything that's absolutely fine. What I'm saying is that they offer a payout system, and they are honoring that payout system, and they are not making it that difficult. The only caveats with regards to the payout system are that you've got to have a minimum of 2,000 Lino points. Payouts are Wednesdays and Sundays, and you've got to give 72 hours notice in order to get the payout. Those are the 3 stipulations. You honor those 3 stipulations, DLive pays out. Hasn't been a problem so far. Characteristic of a Ponzi scheme is that it is extremely difficult to get your money back. This isn't difficult to get your money back. 3. As I said, 10% of all donations go into the blockchain. Your locked points go into the blockchain. Locked points are voluntary. If you don't want to lock your points into the blockchain, you don't have to. So anything you get donated and anything you earn by clicking on the chest, you can keep out of the blockchain if you want, and then just cash it out straight away. And even if you do put it into the blockchain, now, admittedly, it takes 12 weeks. Why, I don't know. I think there's a reason regarding calculations of the blockchain and all this sort of stuff. It goes a little bit over my head. But you can unlock your points and cash them out. It takes a bit longer. Now, that probably is going to be raising some red flags to people. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I can get that. But I think to say that it's just nothing more than a glorified Ponzi scheme is to ignore a lot of the stuff that DLive actually does and the way DLive works. And now, as I said, that's not to say that there aren't some similarities. And of course, with the owners owning 95% of the Lino, they are going to vastly get more payouts and benefits and everything else from the blockchain than anybody on the platform. But let's have a think about that for a second. They've invested money. I'm assuming, I mean, they're quite, despite the transparency that they have, you know, so if you go to my channel, go to dlive.tv/170out. Underneath my stream, there is a button that's called earnings, or a tab called earnings. You can click that and you can see what I've been donated, what I've got from chests, what I have bought myself, and what I have locked. It's all listed right there. You can see it. It's for anyone to see. Now, transparency does seem to end when it comes to how all this is being funded. All the owners seem to say is that they've got investors. Now, those investors, by the way, where they're investing, they're going to be expecting a return on their investment. So the way that the owners are doing it is that they own the vast majority of the Lino points, and that's how they're going to earn their money. Okay? Now, surprise, surprise, DLive is a business, and businesses make money. Twitch and Mixer make money by taking large cuts on subs, 50%. You know, YouTube does it by selling advertising space. Business is about to make money. The beauty of the DLive system is this, well, the way they've got it set up is that everyone can get involved. And you don't have to use your own money. I mean, if the way I sort of look at it when it comes to the whole lock point system is maybe looking at it in terms of a shareholder. Your lock points are your shares. The greater number of lock points you have, the greater number of shares you have. The greater number of shares you have, the greater your slice of the profit pie is. That's business. Now, most companies, I doubt, have a group of people that own 95%, but they do. In fact, some own 100%. But there is like only one shareholder, but that's probably for smaller companies. At the moment, I've seen nothing to suggest that there's anything untoward going on here. I have a slight question mark over the investors in terms of where this money's coming from, and the fact that DLive are very reluctant to discuss where this money's coming from. It's a little bit of a red flag, but at the moment, I'm trusting that it's a legitimate source. And that's where the problem is going to be. That's where the problem's going to come from. Is if the money that was used to buy the Lino, to basically put the money into the blockchain system, if that's come from illegal means, then yeah, goodbye DLive. But there's absolutely no proof that that's the case. So it's actually odd because I recorded this video earlier and sort of was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then I thought about it thinking, my God, I just so much more I wanted to say, hence why I'm now re-recording it. There's too many get-outs for a user. They're not locked in. I mean, despite the fact that it's called locked points, they're not locked in. They can get at them. And I think with all of this, I think it's because the spotlight's been shined on it because of the size that PewDiePie is as an internet celebrity, that people are sort of, I think some people are genuinely concerned. Some people are genuinely curious and have looked at it, but some, I think, just wanted there to be a problem and have just immediately seen something that looks like something out and goes, oh, it must be this. And it's like, well, actually, when you look at exactly how the DLive blockchain system works, if you look at exactly where the points are coming, how you can earn the points, how the points are all sorted, it's just like, and I've got no problem, very little problem, with the DLive owners owning the vast majority of it. It's how they make their money. They're going to have debtors or creditors. I can't remember which way. They owe people money, probably. And they've got to pay them back, and they've got to give them a return on the investment. And this is how, this is how they're going to do it. And to grow as a company, you need financial input. You grow as a company driven by the number of customers you've got. Amazon is an extremely large company providing great returns on their investment because they pretty much have close to monopolized the online flipping online store market. Twitch is making phenomenal amounts of money because they've pretty much monopolized the online streaming market. And I wonder whether the part of the pushback on DLive is the fact that it is the new kid on the block. PewDiePie went to DLive, not Twitch, and people are like now trying to bring DLive down. possibly in a similar way to the way people are trying to smash the Epic Store because it's now seen as a competitor to Steam. It's challenging Steam. It's challenging the status quo. Now, that might not be the most brilliant analogy because I think, from what I've read, there are quite a number of genuine issues with Epic, but they don't seem to be getting given much of a chance to sort of, sort the issues out. They've earned a lot of money from Fortnite, and they're coming in and they're spending it to try and break Steam's monopoly. And a lot of people are not happy. But then again, people weren't particularly happy when Steam came out in the first place. So that is it. Anyway, I'm waffling and going off and probably defeating my own arguments here. But yeah, so they've invested their own money, I'm assuming, or they're borrowing money. And obviously, the more lot points that are in, the bigger the chain, the more valuable it is, the more that the devs are going to get, the devs and the owners are going to get to, that's how they make their money. Don't see a problem with that. They earn money, they pay off their investors. I have an opportunity to earn some money through the lot points and the content bonuses. And those who wish to donate to me don't have to use their own money if they're not able to. So, yeah, I think that's the fact that there's a pot and people can lock points and add to it, which then bonuses then get paid out of, is pretty much where the similarities end to a Ponzi pyramid scheme, as far as I can see. So I think the confidence in DLive, I think, will grow as long as they continue to keep up the payouts. As long as they pay out when they say they're going to pay out, under the circumstances that they are going to pay out on, as long as that continues, I think confidence will grow. And also, we've got the PewDiePie effect. He's going to be bringing countless millions probably over. They're going to donate. That's going to make everything bigger. And as I said, more customers, bigger profits. Those with the biggest share are going to reap the biggest rewards. That's business. And sadly, streaming is a business. Twitch Amazon didn't buy Twitch because they were feeling generous. Microsoft didn't buy out Beam because they were doing an act of charity. They did it because they wanted to use those platforms to make money. That is the reality of the capitalist world. These owners of DLive have done it by getting people to back them to set up a cryptocurrency / blockchain and get people to contribute to it. Us at the same time benefiting everyone who contributes to it. Somebody said that there's like 25 million Lino in the blockchain at the moment. Let me just do a quick bit of math. Oh, no, that's command prompt. I'm not going to get very far with command prompt, am I? All right, 25 million. 25 million Lino. Now, that's worth 1.2 cents. So 30 million cents, 300,000. Nope, don't do that. Times by 0.95. $285,000. So you got 15. So $285,000 are going towards. That's actually a hell of a lot. That's a hell of a lot of money. But that's currently as it stands. But obviously there's overheads and everything else. But that's just a very quick math. If they were to cash out all that Lino, they get $285,000. Which isn't actually that much when you think about it. Twitch probably makes that in an hour. With the 50% cut that they take. So you got $15,000 to share between the people who are investing. That's as it stands. And I can see why people, again, Ponzi Scheme, that grows, that Lino pot grows, more and more and more is going to go to the devs. True. But more and more is also going to go to those who are invested in it. And as I said, the key to this is DLive paying out. DLive paying out, Lino paying out when they said they're going to pay out. That's going to be the key to this. If that stops happening, if that starts becoming more and more and more difficult, then yeah. Welcome to alarm bells and welcome to the crash of DLive. So, I guess in conclusion is, yeah. Looked into it. There are some similarities. They're just let's Carson say, well, there are. But there are also some very, very key things that I think people are omitting, probably deliberately, that actually, hang on a minute. This isn't a Ponzi scheme. This is a group of people who have invested a lot of money to get a platform up and running that can help reward a lot of people. As I said, you can earn Lino for free if you want. You're under no obligation to lock your points. You can cash out once you reach 2,000. As long as those three things remain, there's no way this is a Ponzi scheme. They start coming out, then yeah, we have problems. But for me, no. So, there you go. That's just my views on it. Anyway, I've been recording for like 25 minutes nearly, so I'm going to go. I will be, depending on when I upload this, I'm streaming Thursday night, which is actually tonight, depending on what time I upload this. And then I'll be streaming on Sunday evening when I get back from being out with Sarah. Oh, my big thing on the Saturday is I'm going to visit my friend. I haven't seen her for a little while, so we're going to go and visit Cambridge. Take a wander around and see what's around there. And drink lots of coffee and see if we can scare patrons of Pizza Hut, like we usually do when we have our discussions. Though we haven't had any really difficult topic. We don't talk about difficult stuff that cause people to get up and walk out, so we may have to change that. Anyway, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, that's really about it. And carry on drinking coffee, because coffee is life, and I should probably go to work before I get back into trouble, because my lunch hour ends in 2 minutes. Alright guys, see you around.